perfect example is chicken chow mein. And it's one of my favorite takeouts. I've got here chicken breast. Very thinly slice the chicken. If you slice the chicken really thinly, then the dish will just cook in a matter of minutes, especially on a high heat. Good sharp cleaver is always useful. Put this into a bowl, and I'm just going to create a delicious marinade for the chicken. So, in with about a heaped teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice powder. And that's wonderfully aromatic, and it's got citron peppercorns, star anise, fennel, cloves and cinnamon, so it's absolutely full of flavour. So just give it colour. I've got here some dark soy sauce. As that cooks, it's going to look all lovely and smoky and salty at the same time. In with some hot chilli sauce. That's optional. If you don't like chilli, you don't need to add it. Now, all we do is just give this a good mix. I always feel that when you handle your food, it gives it more flavour. Something my grandmother taught me. Next, I've got a pan there of boiling water. So I'm just going to add in about a good handful of yellow shea noodles. Now these are dry wheat flour noodles. You can use whatever noodles you like. But traditionally the Chinese would use a thin noodle just like this one. So all this needs is about 3 minutes in boiling water. While that's cooking, I'm just going to very quickly chop up some vegetables. Some long thin strips of red pepper, then some sliced spring onion. And you'll need a handful of bean sprouts. So the noodles just need to check, so best thing is just to try and grab a piece, but be careful because it's hot. And then just prick it with your finger. And if it's really al dente, still see slight give in the middle, that's good. Drain the noodles, rinse under cold water to stop them cooking. Then add a few drops of sesame oil to stop them sticking together. Now, the meat has been marinating for a couple of minutes to get all that flavour in. Next with some corn flour. A heaped teaspoon in with the marinated chicken. This is going to help seal the juices of the meat. When you go to a Chinese restaurant or a takeaway, most people always ask me, oh, how do you get the chicken so tender and delicious and succulent? And this is why, because as it cooks, corn flour protects all those juices inside. Now, for the fun bit, we need the wok nice and hot. So you're probably thinking, what kind of wok? But I'm going to tell you how to choose your wok later. So the wok is smoking. In with a little bit of vegetable oil or groundnut oil or sunflower oil. I personally like groundnut oil. I think it's wonderful and really fragrant. But at this stage, we can add the chicken. In with the chicken. Now as you add the chicken in, it's good just to let it settle a little bit. Just to seal one side of the meat, and then we're going to turn it over and seal the other side. Give it a good stir. Great. So it's time to turn. We've got some gorgeous smoky brown bits on the chicken, and that's from the 5-spice. Now, in with all the vegetables, apart from the spring onions. Chunky peppers, you can add some courgettes sliced this stage if you like. In with some bean sprouts now. Give that a good stir. And really the more delicate vegetables at the end of the stir-fry process. Now with yellow shea noodles, and give that a good stir in. Chow mein comes from the Mandarin word for cao mian, and cao just means stir-fry and mian is noodle, so stir-fried noodle. In with about a tablespoon, I think, of some light soy sauce, and this is for saltiness. A little bit of fragrant sesame oil, just at the end. Finally, the spring onions, just for flavour and that last-minute freshness before we serve. And that's it. The perfect chow mein. In with the gorgeous, delicious noodle. Another taste. That looks smackingly good.